Hi, and welcome back to Parent Guide. Today we're going to discuss a few words and phrases that you and your family can use consistently to encourage happy and healthy behavior. So first I want to discuss sharing. We don't believe that sharing is necessary, especially with young children. If a child is working with something and engaged with something, we really want them to take the time to have that material to work with and not feel like they're on a time limit. We want to model sharing, and hopefully as they get older, this will come naturally and they'll want to share as well, but there's no reason to force them to do so. This only ends up in unwanted behaviors and arguments. Also, we don't make children say, "I'm sorry." Now, older children, we hope that they eventually start saying that from us modeling that. So I'm talking specifically about young children again. Forcing them to say, "I'm sorry," doesn't really come from a genuine place. We again want to model that for them, but we don't make them say, "I'm sorry." So a really good card to have in your pocket at all times is, "I can do it," or "you can do it." If a child is not doing something that you need for them to do, that's not an option, the choice there would be, "I can do it," or "you can do it." It's always best to give children a choice if you can, and that choice needs to be something you're okay with. So telling them they're not going to be able to do something that they actually need to do as an option is not okay. You always want to think about the choices you give them before you give them to them. So "I can do it" or "you can do it" is always a choice because it leads to the same thing that you want. And a child will start to understand and expect that when you say that, you're going to follow through and do it for them. So generally they start to do the things you're asking them to do. Another thing is trying to say things in the positive, and adding ing to them makes them sound a little happier and more pleasant. So if you're stuck inside, which we all are a lot of the time right now, if you have a walking rule, a no running rule in your house, as we do here at school, you're going to want to say walking instead of stop running, because then they hear run. And you really want them to hear the positive part of what you're saying. And also if you're adding ing, it sounds a lot better than walk. So walking. Another big thing we use a lot is being gentle. The word gentle is something that all children should understand. And you can also show on your body or on their siblings' body, being gentle, being gentle. We want to respect each other's bodies. And so that phrase is something that we use all the time so that especially young children start to understand being gentle is very important. If a child is just not listening and having a bad day, or you have a hard time controlling a child, you can say, "I will help your body," or "Do you want to help your body?" It's kind of the same thing as "I will do it" or "You can do it." But if a child is being mean to another child or simply not doing anything you're wanting them to do, or they keep repeating an action that you don't want them to do, you can physically help their body. And they will eventually learn, again, that if they don't do it when you ask, then you're going to help them do it. Some other tools to give to your children is to say "my body" or "my work." And a child that is playing, another child comes along and tries to take their work or tries to touch their body when they don't want them to be touched, they can say "my body, my work." And it really is a nice way for the children to talk about what's going on instead of an argument or screaming or pulling happens. Another thing is to acknowledge when a child makes a good choice, and just simply saying "good choice" when they decide to choose something that is a wanted behavior. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about today is saying "help." So a lot of children have gotten into bad habits of when they get stuck or they get frustrated or they're angry, they start to whine or whimper. And we want to encourage them to say "help" instead of going right to that place. And so just saying "help," and then you can offer to help them. that's all I've got for you today. I hope it's helpful. And if you would like some more information or you would like to be put on our email list for future workshops, you can email us at peacecenters@gmail.com. And I hope everybody is successful and happy and healthy. And I can't wait to talk to you again. Take care.